Okay guys, so let's look at this problem solving question here involving like expanding like a pair of brackets. So expanding double brackets. It says find all the pairs of values of a and b if 2x plus a times x plus b is equivalent to 2x squared minus 18. So let's just write it out here. So let's write it out here like mathematically. So 2x plus a, okay, multiplied by x plus b, okay. So that's the same as, i.e. equivalent to, so I can write it as like the 3 lines, okay, close brackets, and then 3 lines to denote equivalency to 2x squared minus 18. So if I expand the left hand side and then simplify it and then compare coefficients for the x squared terms, the x's terms or the x terms, and then the constant terms. So 2x times x is going to be 2x squared, okay. 2x times b will be 2xb, okay, using FOIL. So first, outer, inner, last, okay. So, sorry, it should be 2bx or 2xb, okay, plus ax, okay, a times x, sorry, is ax, and then a times b is equal to ab, okay. So we know that the product of a and b have to equal to negative 18. So we know that a and b have to be factors of 18. Okay. So comparing our coefficients of x squared, we have 2 is equal to 2. So that's true. Okay. So 2 is equal to 2 for the x squared terms, x squared coefficients. Okay. For the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, the next part, compare the coefficient of x's. I've got 2b plus a is equal to 0. Okay, because I don't have any x's on this side here. So 2b plus a is equal to 0. And then lastly, I've got ab, so the coefficient of the constant. So ab is equal to minus 18. Okay, so I've got, essentially I've got like a pair of simultaneous equations here. So I'll label that as number 1 and that as number 2. So let's obviously change my color here. Okay, that as number 2. Okay, if I rearrange the second one, so I have a is equal to, okay, minus 18 over b, and then I'm going to substitute that into equation 1 and form an equation involving b. Okay, so I'm going to have 2b. Okay, hope you, it's making sense so far. So I'm going to have 2b. So let's just delete that for a second. Let's restart that. So we'll have 2b okay, plus minus 18 over b, okay, is equal to 0. Okay, I'm going to multiply everything through by the b, so I get 2b squared minus 18 is equal to 0. So we'll multiply everything through by the b, okay, times that by b, okay, times all this by b, so it just goes to minus 18, and then obviously times 0 by b, and I get 0. Okay, so I'm going to add 18 to both sides and then divide 3 by 2, so I have b squared is equal to 9. Okay, so adding 18 to both sides of my equation to balance it respectively, so I have 2b squared is equal to 18. Dividing both sides through by the 2, I get b squared is equal to 9. B is equal to plus or minus the square root of 9. So, okay, that will equal to plus or minus 3. Okay, oops, sorry. So plus or minus 3. So hopefully it's making sense so far, guys. So I can have b as negative 3 or b as positive 3, and that will give me 2 different values of a, okay, in this context. Well, if ab, so a times b has to equal minus 18, sorry. So a would have to equal to 6 there, and then in this context, a would have to equal to negative 6 or minus 6. The reason for that is because a positive times a negative makes a negative. So if the product multiplies to make minus 18, okay, then one number has to be positive, one number has to be negative, because the signs, if the signs are different, then the answer, okay, when I multiply or divide, okay, the answer is going to be negative, okay, and then if the signs are the same and I multiply or divide, then the answer is going to be positive, okay, all the signs are going to be positive, okay. So negative 3 times positive 6 makes negative 18, and positive 3 times negative 6 makes negative 18, okay. So they are your values of a and b, okay, such that 2x plus a times x plus b is equivalent to 2x squared, okay, minus 18, okay. So this is a very, like a common problem solving question, involving algebra, so involving expanding brackets, comparing coefficients, okay, doing a bit of substitution, rearranging, solving, like a quadratic equation, or solving an equation involving like a letter squared. Okay, remember that if you have a letter squared, so if you have like x squared equals a number, then x equals plus or minus the square root of that number. Obviously, depending on the context, obviously, I can't have like negative time here or like negative distance. So in the context of the question, make sure that you obviously answer the question in the context of the question. Okay, but that's it for today's video. Okay, hopefully it makes sense. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now. Take care. Good luck with your paper 3 revision. Okay, speak soon. Bye bye now.